when I was working for the Financial Times, and we decided to close our printing plant, which was a lot of people. They'd been with us a long time. They'd given us an awful lot of problems. Nevertheless, we were faced with a situation where hundreds of them were going to lose their jobs. So we decided to offer as many as wanted the chance to retrain as journalists, and none of them had a single qualification between them. We developed a set of structured questions, and we took, in the end, I think 30 of them through these questions and offered training to 8 of them. And what we learned from this process was that when you assume that people don't have ambition, can't do anything more than they're already doing, and really, therefore they don't matter very much, you're almost always wrong. So we went into these guys. We gave them a 6-month training program in London. 3 of them are still working for us 10 years later. The others went off and became journalists elsewhere. And these were people who had been separated from the floor I was on as a journalist in those days by 6 feet of concrete. And they could have been on a different planet. So we were very proud of that. And we've now extended, if you like, that philosophy in a slightly different way. And so we've said to all 30,000 people in the business that we want to talk to them both about how they're doing their present job, but about what they might do in the future. Most of them are going to say, well, I'm quite happy doing what I'm doing. Most people are not particularly ambitious about doing other things, ironically. I don't know if they were, it would be much harder to run a business. But many more have got ideas about what they would like to do than we think. And so therefore, this process, we are convinced, will give us lots of leads as to what people might do, whether they would need more training to do it, it might need more help. We've had people who say, well, this is very dangerous because just because you can play the piano doesn't mean you're going to end up being Chopin, or just because you can play golf, it doesn't mean you're going to end up, you can't, not everybody can be Tiger Woods. So we have to structure this very carefully so we don't start with a program that raises expectations which we then can't meet. But we don't believe that's a reason for not doing it. We believe, on the contrary, that we have to structure this in a way so we can understand the kinds of things people would like to do and where we can give them a chance to do them, and unlock the talent that's there, which sometimes doesn't get heard and doesn't get asked. It doesn't matter what your qualifications are or what they aren't. If you really want to do things in this business, you can. And one of our most successful businesses is actually run by somebody who left school when they were 16. It's very important to us to send that signal. We have thousands of people working, for example, in the United States, in warehouses and so on, doing quite repetitive jobs. And I always think, somewhere in there are people like our printers who, with a chance, with an opportunity, are going to be able to do great things.